Hey everybody, welcome to the Champions Podcast. I'm your host Cecil. You know how we like to get things started with a nice ad read from New Age Genetic Tests. Hey, it's Cecil coming at you live from Radio Chernars. I gotta tell you about New Age Genetic Tests. These folks can test anything: your ancestry, your weird family traits, even whether your inability to keep plants alive is genetic. But here's the kicker: they're super transparent about something most companies hide. They will sell all your info. Yep. Every little DNA tidbit you give them, they could end up with who knows where. And here's the part that really blew my mind. They're totally okay with governments, hedge funds, probably some billionaire in a ski mask having all of your genetic info. And honestly, it's fine because let's be real. What are you going to do with it? Track your own DNA? Hack your ancestry? The answer's nothing. You won't. So why not let them have it and find out if your love of J-Rob protein shakes is in your genes while you're at it? But it doesn't stop there. Their new campaign, Anything Goes Biology, lets you take the weirdest things you can find and put them under a microscope. Want to know if your neighbor's fern is related to your tree? They'll tell you. That leftover science experiment in your fridge? Yep, they'll test it. They'll test it all. Go ahead, embrace the chaos, get curious, maybe learn something about yourself, literally everything around you. Head to newagegenetics.com and use promo code Cecil, CECIL, because why not find out what's really growing out there? I'm really making up for my mistakes. That was the second ad read I had to read today, the same one again. That's embarrassing. Here's my final ad read of the first half of the podcast. It's from Chocolate Fountain Factory. Are you looking to add that extra wow factor to your next party or social gathering? Well, I've got something delicious for you. Introducing Chocolate Fountain Factory, your ultimate destination for turning delightful dreams into mouthwatering realities. At Chocolate Fountain Factory, they specialize in creating a unique food fountain perfect for any event. Imagine the faces of your guests as they dip their favorite treats into a cascading fountain of soothed, rich chocolate. And it's just not any chocolate. They offer anything from classic milk chocolate to luxurious white chocolate, and yes, even raw cookie dough. But hold on to your party hats, because Chocolate Fountain Factory is taking the fun and flavor to an unprecedented level with their latest sensation, the pizza flavored fountain. It's bold, it's cheesy, it's a game changer for pizza lovers everywhere. This innovative fountain streams a delicious pizza flavored sauce that pairs perfectly with your favorite dippables. And here's something even more exciting. For a limited time, when you order the new pepperoni pizza fountain, you'll receive 3 extra liquid pepperoni tubes absolutely free. Just use the checkout code I'm with Cecil at Chocolate Fountain Factory. That's right, 3 extra tubes of liquid meat to keep the party going. Don't miss out on this unique culinary experience. Visit chocolatefountainfactory.com today and bring the flavor adventure to your next event. Remember, that's chocolatefountainfactory.com and use I'm with Cecil for your exclusive offer. Chocolate Fountain Factory, where your fountain dreams come true. Dive in and let the flavors flow. Okay, those are 2 ad reads down. How is that, everybody? Did you enjoy that? I just want a little inside tip about podcasts, and if it wasn't for the sponsors, I wouldn't be here. I know people usually say, "Hey, if it wasn't for the listeners, I wouldn't be here," but that's kind of, it's kind of skipping. It's like you guys are the middleman. You're the reason why I need sponsors, and if it wasn't for you, I couldn't have sponsors. So just I have to have you. But either way, thanks a lot for listening. This is the Champions Podcast with your host Cecil. Just a reminder, I'm on 87.8 and 91.9 and live in Toplin. So if you have to speak up or anything, I won't be able to hear you on 87.8. Maybe 91.9. You never know. So usually when I start podcasts, I like to give you updates on my love life, because that's basically what this season's come to. It's season 4, episode 5. I didn't know what was going to happen post storm, and then I just found out that everyone wants to hear about the love of my life, Becky. And god damn it, if you want to
He wasn't lying.
hear about her, god damn it, you're going to hear about her. Anyways, I'm getting over my heartbreak with Becky, you know, and because she broke my heart. And she was the love of my life. And through this whole season, I've been trying to find a way to get over this heartbreak. And people have been telling you, Cecil, get a dog. And I listened to you, you know, a couple podcasts ago. I got a dog, you know, and I'll tell you, I love the guy, but he's been kind of a nuisance, you know. And that was basically my whole last podcast. His name's Bruce. You guys love old Brucey, right? Um, but the thing is I've been accused by you guys. You know, I normally like to read off all the emails I get every week from you guys because it's really important that I see that this is a back and forth a forum other than me just speaking at you. You know, I allow you to speak as well, even though a lot of times you're incorrect. So, you know, I've been listening to you. I don't know if I could read anything this week because, you know, just all the emails that I've been getting this week have just been accusing me of not liking Bruce. They think I'm just using him to get women, to get laid, which is incorrect, you know, for many reasons. Because one, I haven't got laid since I got the dog. He's been such a pain. I remember one of the listeners wrote in saying it's gonna like having a pug. What it was just like was like giving up on your whole entire social life, and I kind of understand it with Bruce. He's part husky and they're really needy, you know. And two, he's all over my Tinder profile. He is my life. Okay, I love the guy. You know, I'd be lying if I hid my child from someone, but I'm also a pet parent, you know. So I have, you know, I have to love him. You guys are you accusing me of not liking him? I love the guy. All right. And three, I'm not using him to get laid. I'm using him to get over and get back Becky. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna lie there. I know she likes dogs. It's two birds, one dog. You know what I'm saying? And if anything, I'd be exploring solo poly so much more if it wasn't for me cleaning up after this fucker. So I'm really putting all my effort into this dog. So you're accusing me of not liking this guy. I could be just my polyamorous life could be so much more diverse, but I'm not. All right, this thing has become my life. So you telling me I don't like him? Fuck you.
Fucking that dog?
Hell no, man. This dog's helping me get over heartbreak. Have you ever experienced heartbreak? Have you guys ever experienced with polyamory? It sounds like you guys are kind of, you know, adventurous.
What is it?
Polyamory, multiple partners, non-monogamous relationships.
What the fuck is that?
That's what this whole thing's about, man. I'm exploring polyamory on this podcast and I'm reporting back to you.
I've experienced bestiality.
Oh, that's cool, man. So is that why you're interested in me having sex with a dog?
It's not cool at all.
Nah.
How are y'all doing? What's your names?
Jeremiah.
Hey, Jeremiah. How about you, dog fucker? Getting all quiet. Getting all quiet when your names come up, huh? Amazing. I absolutely love you guys joining in. I'm going to continue with the podcast.
Go on with the podcast.
Absolutely. I appreciate it.
Keep going.
Okay. So basically, I'm just updating you on my dog. I was having issues with this dog earlier, guys, because every time I'd leave, the thing would fucking tear my whole place apart. At this point, it's eating around $300 of my money. It's just a pain in the ass. That's all it is. You know, it's because it's a husky, you know? And people have been accusing me, specifically my neighbors, that it's a wild animal. They're saying that the screams are of a fox. And I really don't appreciate you accusing my dog of being a wild animal, okay? Because that's not fair. It's not possible because it's part golden retriever and dogs can't breed with foxes. So you guys are pieces of shit for saying that. Anyways, having said that, okay? If you heard the beginning of this podcast, we had a sponsor. Okay? And it sponsors New Age Genetic Tests. And I reached out to them since their new sponsor, and I wanted to prove to my audience and to my neighbors that I don't have a wild dog. It's not a fox, everybody, okay? And so here I have the results from New Age. I like to thank New Age Genetic Test for giving me results. But without further ado, I'm gonna open the envelope, and we're gonna see how much of a husky this dog really is to get you guys to shut up. Okay, I'm opening the envelope. It's ripped open. Very, very adhesive. I'd like to give credit to the envelope makers out there, everybody. You made some good glue. It's very adhesive. It was difficult to open, but I'm unfolding it right now. I hope you're enjoying the suspense. I'm unfolding it right now, and I'm opening it. All right, right here. New Age Genetic Tests. Hello, Cecil. Thank you for being a new sponsor and affiliate with our program. Here is your new sample of your dog that you requested the breed graph of. And here we go. Let's read the breed graph. We have 35% golden retriever. As I said before, guys, golden retriever. And then it says below it, with 55% Canis aureus, whatever that is. And then you go further down, Canis aureus. It's not a fox, everybody, okay? All right? It's just a wild jackal. It's not a husky, I guess, guys. It's not. So we're going to go back on a previous podcast. I think it was the second episode of this season. Scams. I don't know if you remember. There's a lot of people that got scammed out of a lot of things. And I think your old host Cecil, I mean, he got scammed another dog. God damn it. You know, it screamed a lot. And that means someone's golden retriever was outside and it fucked a coyote. Okay, so that's what I got, and that's not good, guys. Cause shit, I don't know if you know, but the love of my life, Becky, I have a date coming up with her. Not a date, but I'm meeting her, and because I told her about Bruce.
Your dog's name?
Yeah, no, Becky's my a part of my polyamorous Polycule. No, she's the one that introduced me to the world to polyamory. And she broke my heart, and I'm trying to love her back. I'm trying to get her heart back with Bruce, the dog. That's what I'm doing, you know? And
Your dog's name is Bruce.
Yeah, dude, isn't that a cool name? Bruce the dog. And I told her about him.
Butler.
And I told her about him, and now I don't know what to do, you know? I have no clue what to do because I got a fucking wild dog on my hands. How do I get Bruce ready for Becky? You know, I told her about it. Apparently she's a big dog person, you know? Huge dog person. So, I just, you know what it is? I'm going to tell her bring no money and we'll be fine. I'm kind of worried because if he ruins everything, I don't know if I'm going to get my turkey dinner. I don't know if you heard about me, but I've been really good about getting that turkey dinner. You know, you buy someone chicken and get some turkey dinner, if you know what I'm saying. And I've never gotten turkey dinner from Becky yet. And this dog better not ruin. No, dog loves me. What am I talking? Haven't said that, guys. Haven't said that. I know last week I was telling you guys, like, hey, I was out there scouring Tinder, and there was all these things, these boyfriend applications, right? And I was like, oh man, it's like applying for jobs. And I guess that's what polyamory is like, applying for jobs. So I've been doing that, and I haven't been hearing back. So I said, how about this? I'll give you a girlfriend application to, you know, for old Cecil, because I'm trying to have multiple partners, you know? I'm trying to have a good time. And so I set out to you guys. I go, here's my girlfriend application. Fill it out and write it back to me, you know? And I'll read it live on air. And guess what, guys? I got all the girlfriend applications back, and I'd read them all to you, but they kind of get redundant and repetitive, and I don't like repeating myself. You know, I like more variety on this podcast. And the common thread among all these girlfriend applications are that Disney adults love Bruce a little too much, you know? I thought Bruce would be like a little feather in my cap, but now It's starting to be like, it's starting to attract crazy people, guys. Have you ever dated a Disney adult? God damn it, dude. I'm worried because that's not the type of people I'm after, because I already have a few dates set up with these Disney adults, which is on the surface, I guess, is fine. But the problem is I don't think any of them are poly. You know, there's a wholesome quality in a Disney adult, even though they're completely insufferable and they're so obsessed with their childhood that they can't give their children real childhood, you know. But the thing is they're so wholesome that I don't think they actually believe in polyamory, which makes me scared, you know, because Disney adults believe in magic. They aren't grounded. And I made it very clear in my intentions are to be poly, and my intentions are purely carnal, you know? They're purely carnal. And what are Disney adults going to do to my polycule? You know, they're going to ruin my polycule. You guys know what a polycule is? All right, so if you didn't know, this is what Becky taught me about polycules. It's something she taught me, talked about earlier, that I just brushed off, and now I'm realizing it's very important to polyamory. It's keeping an in-depth track of all your sexual partners, and I don't think Disney adults would be very comfortable with that, you know? Because like polycules, think of it as like one giant, messy, adorable web of people who are all inside of each other in some way, or trying to get inside of each other in some way. It's not just a you, me, them. It's like a social network, but with feelings, you know? Like feelings with hookups and sometimes cuddle puddles. You've got your primary partners, you've got your side partners, you got people who only know each other through you. You know, basically everyone's connected in some way, and that's how, and somehow it works. Like for example, like Becky, she's in my polycule because she's connected to me, but also all her baby daddies are also in my polycule because they're connected to me through her. So polycules, they just spread out, you know? And like basically my polycule right now, it's basic. It's just full of my Bumble and Tinder matches that center around me. It's basically just a guy who's just trying to get his rocks off. So if it were a web, all the webs would just lead to me. Think of it as like a Diablo skill tree. There you go. That's an easy way to say it. A Diablo skill tree. All right. My polycule is the skill tree of a barbarian. But say I hook up with a necromancer, right? The necromancer's skill tree or polycule is now connected to my skill tree or polycule, and we now share common skills, you know? So like I might not know a specific skill that the necromancer knows, but since I'm fucking the necromancer, that skill is also in my tree as well. It's like we're all sharing. So polycules can get extremely diverse. What worries me though, guys, is that my barbarian gets too mixed up with monogamous Disney adults. Now, I know what you're thinking, like polyamory and monogamy, that doesn't go to, it actually does go together, guys. You know, there are certain types of relationships you can have in polyamory. Like there's the solo poly, which I am. You know, there's a hierarchical poly, which we learned from a listener, where they have levels of importance in their life. You know, side partners, primary partners. You know, there are non-sexual partners you can have. You know, just emotionally. I don't understand that, guys. I don't understand that, but it happens. There are also monogamous poly relationships. Now, I don't, you know, if you remember about my little run-in with the married girl that Becky set me up with, which again, it's okay because of polyamory, but she set me up with her friend who was married, and her husband wasn't so much into it because that was a monogamous polyamorous relationship. It was half and half. It was basically the understanding that, hey, one of us is poly and one of us isn't. And those can get kind of messy, as I've seen, but they exist. So monogamy can exist in polyamory. That's what I'm trying to say. It's okay to have monogamous partners in your polycule, but too many is just a disaster, because then it's just too much heartbreak. Then it's just basically, you know, just everyone who's married run into one guy to fuck him. That's not healthy. you know. But see, basically that's what a polycule is. So what's a Disney person gonna do to it? They're gonna infiltrate it with their psychotic obsessions, and then jealousy. I don't know. So I'm gonna go on a date with a couple Disney adults, everyone. Isn't that exciting? I'm very excited to know what this whole new world's gonna be. And just I hope I learned something, you know, because if I can learn something from a Disney adult to get Becky back, it's gonna be at least worth it, you know, no matter how messy it could be. So it's actually been kind of brief, you know, since didn't get to read any of your guys' emails since you're all just talking shit about me and my dog. I'm just gonna I guess I'm just gonna have a final word, you know, as I like to end things with. I want to make it clear, all right, that Bruce is my everything, okay? And dumb genetic tests proving that he's a wild animal that might eat me one day isn't gonna deter me from loving him, okay? All right. He's a coyote, all right? He's a jackal. A jackal, guys. Isn't that weird that coyotes are called jackals? I'm still gonna love the guy. And you know what? He's gonna help me get Becky. Because you know, he's still got that golden retriever in him. We're gonna be fine. I got scammed. All right, I got scammed by thinking he was a husky. It's fine. It's not the type of dog that's gonna win Becky back. That's my point. It's my passion for the dog that will win her. You know? My passion. She's gonna see that I love this dog, and she's gonna be like, oh my god, he can love me like that too, and he has more room for me because he's solo poly. Polyamory, it's messy, you know, and it can take weird turns. And the best way to track your progress in polyamory is to create your own polycule. That's basically what it is, everyone. So if my advice for anyone started in polyamory is just get a whiteboard. You know what? Create a circle right in the center of the whiteboard and write your name, you know, in that circle. And every time you go on the non-monogamous section of Bumble, or you go on the short-term fun part of Tinder, you go ahead and you add another circle and you write that person's name in it, and you write a line from that person's circle to your person, and then you have an in-depth conversation about all the people they're fucking and all the polyamorous relationships they're in, and then you create more circles that branch off, and so on and so forth. And that's a good way to start off polyamory, because then you know I don't know what, but it's a good way to track your progress. And all you polyamorous people out there, by the end of this season, I want to see a map of your polycule. Okay? I'll have mine out there. I'll post it. I'll let you know. I'll let you see a map of my progress of polyamory. Show me your progress of polyamory. So write it into yourhostcecil@gmail.com. That's yourhostcecil@gmail.com. And we'll compare and contrast polycules, you know. Every episode I like to make plugs, and I like to shout out, you know, I like to plug, you know, certain things that I'm watching or doing or eating or loving, because I like to share what I do with you all, because you guys really respect my opinion, you know. And I like to give shout outs to fellas that I meet out there, you know. So the first shout out I'd like to give out to police, to the Toplin Police Department. You know, I heard they defended themselves from a horde of baddies, not the sexy ones, the ones with guns. And we hope our friend of the podcast, Sergeant, is doing well. You know, Sergeant was there for us at the very beginning of the season, you know, to open his heart up about his loss of love, you know, and he's gonna be following up with us real soon to let us know how his heartbreak's going, you know, because we're sponsors for Heartbreak Together. We got to check in on one another. And what I'm plugging is the sport of high lie. I don't know. You guys know what high lie is? High lie is basically like basketball on steroids, but instead of like a hoop, you got this giant curved basket on the wall, and everyone's running around like maniacs trying to throw a ball into it. You could make so much money betting on it in Miami. Yeah, my dad used to disappear all the time, and we'd find him at the highlight courts. They're just that good. So just look up highlight. All right, it's so much fun to bet on. All right, everyone. As we like to start every podcast with an ad read, because the sponsors let us know it's a good time. It's a good time to sell things. The end is almost as good. It's basically as good. So we like to end every podcast with another ad read. There's no J-Rob this week, which is surprising, but don't worry. We got our friends over at Dr. Stephanie H. Ramos, chemical surgeon. Welcome to the cutting edge of beauty and modification, nestled in the exclusive enclave of Beverly Hills. Here, Dr. Stephanie H. Ramos is pioneering a revolution in plastic surgery and beauty modifications. With her groundbreaking approach that doesn't just skim the surface, it goes bone deep. With an astonishing 30 years of experience in biochemical engineering, Dr. Ramos is not your ordinary plastic surgeon. She has developed a revolutionary technique that utilizes a wide assortment of groundbreaking chemicals designed to seep into your bones, altering your physical makeup from the inside out. Imagine undergoing a transformation so profound that you emerge not just feeling like a new person, but as though you're meeting yourself for the first time. This isn't just change, it's a rebirth. With Dr. Ramos's unparalleled expertise, your entire structural essence is redefined. Thanks to Dr. Ramos's innovation, your journey to modification is expedited. In just 40 days, you'll transition through a meticulously monitored comatose state, awakening to a reality where you're not only a new version of yourself, but a stranger to your past limitations. It's a journey of discovery, reminiscent of a cinematic adventure where the protagonist embarks on an unexpected quest, emerging enlightened and transformed. And here's the best part. If you act now and mention the Champions podcast, Dr. Ramos's clinic is offering the first 10 comatose days absolutely free. That's an opportunity to embark on this extraordinary journey of transformation and self-discovery without delay. At our clinic, we believe in the power of transformation, not just on the outside, but deep within. Let us take you on a journey where you'll emerge not just with the new appearance, but with a new perspective on life itself. Your adventure starts here. Don't wait any longer to meet the new you. Contact Dr. Stephanie H. Ramos's clinic today, and remember to mention the Champions podcast for your exclusive offer. Here in Beverly Hills, the future of transformation is waiting for you. Everyone, I really hope you enjoyed the podcast. This is your host, Cecil, of the Champions podcast on 91.9 and 87.8 in Toplin at Radio Chinaris. I love you all. This is what it's all about, right? Making lots of money while people troll you on a podcast. Okay. Take care, everyone. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. I'll be back next week. God bless. Cecil out.